Child's Play 2 has a tough job being a sequel to one of the best horror movies out there in the original Child's Play, and it hits some really good notes, but it's really hard to follow up such an incredible success. Hello, and welcome back to the Sunny Side, a place to discuss film, television, games, all things storytelling, while being sincere, thought-provoking, and always staying on the sunny side. My name is Evan B. Thank you so much for watching. Today we are on day 3 of our 5th annual long Halloween horror movie marathon, where every night is All Hallows Eve. Tonight's presentation is Child's Play 2. Now, as I've said, I said up front, I'm a huge fan of the original. I really like the build. I like the way that they reveal Chucky going from a doll to an actual killer. There's some really interesting animatronics, puppetry going on. I think the tension is done in a really great way. There's a great build. The ending is incredible. It's absolutely one of my favorites. It's in my Hall of Fame as one of my favorite horror movies out there. And so I was curious to see how they went with the second one. And I think they took the logical path that you would for a movie. Now you have to remember that this is 1990 when this is coming out. So Chucky is this new character, right? We've had sequels upon sequels of Friday the 13th at this point, of Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, we're getting sort of bored, or retreading a lot of the space, and so having a new character like Chucky is so exciting. How are we going to be able to keep this story going? And they talk a little bit about the company that builds it, which there's some interesting stuff there at the beginning, and then of course the final act set pieces there. That stuff is good. You're dealing with the fallout of the child, right? Andy, his mother had to deal with this. She's gone off. She's in a mental health institute. He's in foster care. Uh, that's a very realistic understanding, sort of story. Chucky comes back, but you lose a bit of the tension. You know that the robot is the evil killer and he's coming after the kid. So the whole, sort of first half of putting the pieces back together on the board, you're sort of like, okay, I get it, retread, setting up the new system. But once you meet the other foster care, older sister, she becomes a good part, as the parents die, as Chucky gets to everybody. That's really fun. The end, like I said, the third act I think is great. I think it's really interesting. A good sort of homage to the original. But it takes a little bit to get there. It has to go through, like I said, with the blob, a lot of process, which by 1990, we can skip that. Chucky should just come out of the gate, being a crazy killer, have this be really gory, really out there for the 90s. Can't wait to see what the next one's like, and can't wait to keep doing this marathon all month long. Well, thank you all so much for watching. As always, stay tuned, and as always, stay on the sunny side.